On August 14th, the developers of 7 Days to Die released 2.3 experimental. And then today, August 30th, 2025, they released 2.3 B8 experimental. So it's an update to the experimental version, which means that it's not going to be ready for console. It's just not ready yet. Let's talk about it. Fixed the honey challenge. State will be reset. As a side note, enjoy your potential double trader reward. There is no trader reward for the honey challenge. It's just XP. I think it's like 1,000. Maybe that means something different. I don't know, but holy moly. Wow. Jeez. Right, so the honey challenge could be found here in the harvesting reward. It used to be over on this side on the far left. Let's go ahead and see if anything's changed about it. The reward is 2,000 XP, so there's no trader reward that I can tell. I guess we're gonna have to just do it. Yeah, okay, let me go ahead and do it. We'll fly around the map. And as a side note, if you are infected and you're looking for stumps and you need honey, tracking it actually shows you the location. And we are in 2.3 B8. You'll see up on the top right there. There's one. There's another. 3 of 5. It shows for a really long way. Yeah, it looks to be like 60 meters. That's pretty good. There it is. So that's all of them. That's stupid. Challenge, a harvest honey is complete. There's my 5. So here it is here. Redeem that. It gives me 2,000 it gives me 2,000 XP. But does it do anything for traders? Hey guys, if anybody knows the command to unfog the minimap, please let me know.
Hey,
no. Yeah, no.
Staring and if you can't afford a high quality firearm,
Shut up.
at least take a job.
So I rolled back to 2.2 and I started the harvesting quest, and I've done all of them, and I have not been to the trader. Redeemed. See any trader to collect your reward. Completed the homesteading challenge group. That's not the honey one though. It just needs to be worded better. There's no trader reward for the honey. What I think they mean is that if you've already done this and then you update, you roll into 2.3, then the honey one is going to reset, and when you complete it for the second time, you'll get another trader reward. But the way it's worded, it implies that you would get a reward from completing the honey. Doubled the probability boost of armored up magazines when perked into light, medium, or heavy armor. That's phenomenal. Yeah, that's it doesn't get much better than that. All right, so light, medium, and heavy armor is maxed out. Let's mess around and find out a little bit. Let's open 10 cracker book crates and see what we get. I saw 1 armor book, and there's 2 more. 2 more armor books, another armor book, 2 more armor books. I'd say that's definitely confirmed. Yep, definitely confirmed there. 10 armor books, yeah, basically an average of 1 per crate out of 10 crates. Good deal. Yeah, that's gonna make it really easy to min max, which I expect them to probably end up changing again in the future. Next, all zombie loot bags and dropped container bags last for 1 hour in real world time. That's amazing. That should have been a thing a long time ago, because previously they only lasted 20 minutes, which was basically how long the horde lasted. And inevitably what would happen is like you would end up with a wandering horde or a screamer horde in the morning, and that they actually ended up patching that out as well. But like you're trying to kill all the stragglers, and sometimes, you know, shit is fucked up, and maybe you're injured, you got a broken leg or something. And what would inevitably happen is you would lose a ton of loot bags. So I'm going to assume that this is hard-coded just like the farm plots are. You have to spend the entire hour before they start to disappear. As Cautious Pancake has shown us, that if I leave the area, the loot bag has to be loaded in. So you have to be within the chunk that is loaded in for it to disappear. So in order to test this, we're going to have to sit here for a full hour. I think we'll just take their word for it. Agility Mastery 3, Bleeding Hearts, now includes bows and crossbows. Agility Mastery, Bleeding Hearts, bows, crossbows, and handguns cause bleeding. That's a good change. That's a good change. Added launcher cleanup features, local prefabs, and mods. Totally Greek. Game launcher now supports argument self-confined with optional path as next argument, so that it will automatically use its settings, file, logs, and user data folder from its own location or specified path. No idea. Grab and play sound effects for biome survival gear. So we'll take the gear and we'll wear it. Okay, you still can't see it on your person, so it's still technically a badge, just with a different name. Storm buff descriptions no longer instruct players to leave the biome. So if we do weather, storm, 0, I might have biome progression off. I might have to exit here. I don't know how that's going to affect our loot bags, but I mean, we're not gonna. Yeah, storm frequency off. Of course. This is seek shelter. I don't think I'm safe from the storm in these Crackerbook boxes. Yeah, I don't think these count. Yeah, no. Okay. Stealth boots mod can now be installed into assassin boots for the stamina reduction. I can't believe it wasn't like that before. The assassin's boots gives you 20% stealth sprint noise reduction. The stealth boots mod gives you an additional 10%. Reverted change to challenge reward tooltip and localization for basic and advanced challenge rewards. No idea what that means. Increase the probability boost of armored up magazines. We've been through that one. Definitely a good thing. Updated the honey harvest challenge. Updated wilderness tree stumps with whole model variant. I did notice that actually. Increase the total number to spawn in the last group of all Blood Moon Hordes game stages to 999 with no duration to allow spawns until morning. Okay, that's what that means. They could have just copied that and put it up there. That's what I thought. Basically, it makes the horde infinite until morning. Launcher cleanup feature, old remote maps working again. They should have put that in the top because I thought I was getting hacked. Failed to start process for this game. Operation did not complete successfully because the file contains a virus or potentially unwanted software. Okay, so the last time I tried to open up the game, this exact thing that they're talking about popped up, and it gave me like a little notification that I have some unused maps. So now I'm looking at this, and this is definitely going to be a bug report. What else is there? Oh, that's fucked. In Navezgane, completing basics of survival quest while in the trader causes an error saying no trader for the journey to settlement quest. Wow. Here's another way to word it. Updated the honey harvest challenge to receive credit via a game event triggered buff. A note, and this will reset the challenge for old save games, whether they are completed or still in process. They should have just said that instead of enjoy your trader loot, which there is none. All in all, I mean, there's some quality of life stuff. Can we get rid of magazines? I would love to. I see this question a lot, and I'll be happy to show you how do I install 2.3. What you need to do is you need to go to your library. You can go to your 7 Days to Die game, right click, and go to properties, and then go to betas, and then choose which beta, and it'll be latest experimental. Right, so there are some changes. Those are the changes for today. I would probably expect to see a console update probably in about a week or so. I know I said that last time, but that's typically how it goes. Sometimes it doesn't. In this case, it didn't. You know, it's been a few weeks since they did their last update on August 14th, and then another one on August 30th. So it's been like 2 weeks. So this one probably a couple more weeks, and then console will see all this stuff. Cheers. Have a good day, and I'm gonna try to figure out why my game thinks that there's a virus. And that's awesome. Yeah, that's just lovely. We love that. See y'all later. Have a good day.